the system of equations. We must deal with them all at once. Always looking for solutions. Positive outlook overcomes obstacles getting in our way, cause affects more than we can sometimes see. Things for what they
Hello, my name is Roy Simpson, professor of mathematics at Cosumnes River College in Sacramento, California. Now, this video you're about to see is one of my older videos. The quality is not the same as my new video series. My intent is to make a newer version of this video at some point in the future. However, I want to make sure that students currently using my Mathematics in Review video series have access to as much help as possible when it comes to prerequisite topics. With that being said, let's get started. As a very final example, we're going to go ahead and take what I consider to be a mixture problem here. A manufacturer of soft drinks advertises their orange soda as naturally flavored, although it contains only 5% orange juice, and that's pretty often the case. A new federal regulation stipulates that to be called natural, a drink must contain at least 10% fruit juice. Unfortunately, this company has a vat of this 5% orange juice left. So how much pure orange juice must this manufacturer add to their 900 gallons of already mixed orange soda to conform to the new regulation? Okay, so let's go ahead and state that we've read it and understand it. Let's also label the unknown here. How much pure orange juice? Aha! So that must be the thing I'm looking for. The thing I'm looking for is how much pure orange juice. So we'll choose a variable. O is not a good one, so maybe I just should do let's P, I guess, equal amount of pure OJ that's added to this thing. And now the third step is to write some equations. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a picture here, because drawing a picture does help out with these type of problems. You could think of this as mixing two vials of liquid, each having a different percentage mixture. If you think of it that way, it really does make your work a little bit easier. So let me draw a vat of liquid here, and I'll draw another vat of liquid next to it, but let me at least do this. This is what they have on hand right here. This is currently a 5% mix, and they have 900 gallons of it. You can think of this, how this would be labeled when you walk in. You see this big vat, it says 900 gallons and it's 5% mix. And to that, they're going to mix in a certain amount of pure orange juice. So this is pure. And by the way, pure orange juice is not mixed. It's 100% pure. And we just don't know how much of that, how many gallons of that. We have P gallons of this that we're going to mix in there. We have no idea how many gallons that is, though. But when you think of this as picking these two things up and mixing them together, it should come out to be a brand new vat, maybe slightly larger, right? You don't have to actually draw it to scale slightly larger or anything. I'm just saying it should be. It makes sense that it would be slightly larger. And this should be, by federal regulations, 10%. 10% OJ should be here. 5%, maybe I should say OJ should be there. And the amount of gallons in this vat, this mix in the end, should at least be the 900 that we started with, right? Because we were taking all these 900, and then in that we're also mixing an extra P amount, so plus an extra P. If you draw these mixture problems like this, it makes your life super duper easy, because essentially your equation is staring at you in the picture. What you do is you multiply these two numbers, and the reason, I'll give you the reason in a moment here. You multiply 0.05 times 900. Here's the reason why. If there's 900 gallons of liquid here, and I know 5% of it is pure orange juice, that means that 0.05 times 900, or in other words 45 gallons of it, is pure orange juice. This is the amount of pure OJ in that vat, if you could sift it out, plus 100% times P. 100% as a decimal is 1.00, and that's just multiplying these two numbers together. And the part that most students forget, you also multiply these two numbers together. If you did it on the left-hand side of the equation, of the equality, then you'll do that on the right-hand side too. And what this is going to be is the amount of pure OJ in the final mix. So we have the amount of pure OJ in this 900 gallon vat. We have the amount of pure OJ that we're going to add, and then we end up with the amount of pure OJ in the final mix. And if you look at this equation, I can now zoom in on that and do my mathematics here without worrying about the rest of the words. So 0.05 times 900 is going to be 45 plus p, that's just 1 times p. And over here, 10% of 900 is 90 plus 0.1 p. And if I'm going to, I forgot my implication signs. If I'm going to gather all my variables on one side, I'll subtract 0.1 p from both sides. And this will give me 45 plus 0.9 p is equal to 90. Subtract 45 from both sides, so you get 0.9 p is equal to 45. And finally, divide both sides by 0.9, and you'll get the following. Let's see, that's 450 divided by 9, which is 50. All right, so this tells me that p is 50. So how much pure orange juice should this manufacturer put into their vat so that they meet federal standards? 50 gallons. 50 gallons of pure OJ is what they're going to add in. And that will increase the concentration from 5% up to 10%. This picture, by the way, is a great picture to use for mixture problems. So mixture picture. It works whether you're mixing peanuts and cashews or you're mixing a 6% acid solution with a 13% acid solution to produce a 12% acid solution. It mixes. It works for all of those problems.
Thank you for watching this review video. As I mentioned previously, it's an older video that will eventually be updated. However, it should get the job done for you. As always, this content should be prerequisite to the course in which you're currently enrolled. If you found this material unfamiliar, or if it was confusing to you, then I recommend you review any prerequisite material mentioned in the video. If you find you're continually having to research the prereq material here, you might want to consider speaking to your instructor about other course options. On that note, I sincerely hope these videos help you achieve success in your transfer level math and science courses. Cue the music.
It's the system of equations. We must deal with them all at once. Always looking for solutions. Positive outlook overcomes obstacles getting in our way. Cause affects more than we can sometimes see. Things for what they are and work together until you feel at peace. Listen close. Don't talk too much that isn't kosher. You may really hurt inside. It doesn't justify you to speak too loud and cry.